often are we victims of chance? How often do we count on something that ends up falling through? Now here's a question for you. How often, when this happens, do we bounce back and persevere? Not very often. Here's a proverb. If there's no wind, row. Let's take a boat, considering it fits so well. Now you're at a dock with your nice new boat. It's a bright sunny day, but there's absolutely no wind. And you're ready to sail. What do? Do you give up? Probably. I mean, there's no wind. But isn't that the problem with our society? Isn't that the problem with us as humans today? When a challenge comes, when something comes and it breaks our plans, we give up. When there's an obstacle, we give up. I'm not saying all of us do, but many of us. Because think about it, if none of us ever gave up at anything, wouldn't every single one of us be like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs or Martin Luther King, Mother Teresa, someone who's always persevered? Because if we were all like that, then we'd have no problems, but we're not. That's not where we are today. But I'm not going to give you guys a huge example like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, because you all know his story. Let me tell you about a kid, because we are at a speech competition, a kid named Kodanda. This kid, great, amazing speaker, really handsome too. He went to nationals in the year 2013. Now he didn't think he was going to get there. Not because he thought he was bad, just because everyone there was actually really, really good. He thought he was going to lose out in the very end to a kid named Dage. That's not what happened. Though problem after problem after problem came, guess what? He made it there. And you know what? He still lost. But that's not what we should be focusing on. He didn't lose because he was bad. He lost because he wasn't good enough. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because he didn't quit, as you can all tell today. It's ironic because now I'm here giving you guys a speech about how you should be always persevering, regardless of what's happening. I ended up losing in quarterfinals. So sorry, Kodanda ended up losing quarterfinals. But he never gave up. He went on. And now this year, that same person is going to be going to the North-South Foundation Nationals. And this time, he's going there to win. So, let's go back to that whole boat thing for a second. When you're in the middle of the ocean and then suddenly there's no wind, don't flap your arms and start screaming, looking for help. You take out those paddles. You go back to the old-fashioned way. Because no matter what happens, you're going to hold your head up high and you're going to make it back to shore. Because when it comes down to that, isn't that what we're all just trying to do? Make it to shore? We're all just trying to win at something? We're all just trying to win in the very end? We're trying to be successful? Well, that starts with perseverance. That starts with rowing. Thank you.
So when are you starting rowing? You already did.
I recorded it. After that, end recording.